Hey guys. Hey Chris. God, there's so much shit on my desk still. Poncho. Well, I had the door open to see if he wanted to come in, but now he's just barking like crazy. There's probably some dog walking out in the front. Oh, nope. That means there's a cat in the back. Where's the pipe? The pipe? What pipe? Hey, Phantom... Wait, Phantom... And... Hold on, I'm gonna read this totally wrong. I don't know. I don't know how to say that without sounding bad. Hey, Shania. Squirrel. It's probably a cat. So it's funny. It's either there's people walking their dogs like out on the sidewalk in the front of the house, or there's a cat. There's a cat that annoys the crap out of them, and it like jumps on our fence in the back, and they can see it through the back door, so they freak out. It's probably a cat in the back because I'm not seeing any dog walking in front. Don't worry about it. Okay. I don't have my little man with me today. I'm so bummed. It does it deliberately. Cats are like that. I know. So usually anytime they do see the cat, I'll let them go outside so that they can like go after the cat. Never ever do they catch it because our backyard, like by the time they would even get to the fence line, that cat's gone. But I always am like, I let them go so that it scares the cat off so that hopefully the cat doesn't come back, but it always comes back. And so I think it's a game to the cat, and so they think it's funny. No, I know Nissa loves cats, so she wouldn't hurt it, but I don't know about Poncho. I don't think Poncho's ever seen a cat. So I don't know what he would do. But Nissa loves cats. So she would just play with it and end up being like a mother to it or something. I've been enjoying your Buffy reactions. Thank you. What are you reacting to now that Shadow and Bone is over? Well, I'm still doing Buffy. The next Buffy episode will be out Friday because I didn't record anything today. I was going to try and record something right before this, but I didn't have time because we dropped off Z at his grandparents' house. And then we were doing a couple of errands right after that, so I didn't have time. By the time I got home, I didn't have time to record. But Buffy, and then I want to do that Bridgerton spinoff where it's I think it's called Queen Charlotte or something. Yeah, Queen Charlotte. I need to update my thingy since I'm not doing a episode tomorrow. Yeah, but Queen Charlotte's my next one that I'm going to do. And that one comes out at the beginning of May. It's May 4th. Oh my god. My mom just sent me photos of Zion and they did the Snapchat filters. Is hilarious. Oh, I guess she posted on Instagram too, so I'll have to see if I can steal it. One of them makes him look like a grown man. I don't like that. Bridgerton's spinoff, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies? Probably. It looks good though. I think there's only like 4 episodes or something. 4 or 6. Like it's not a full, it says 6. I'm debating between playing my game again or just turn it back to TV. I haven't played video games in like, the last game I played was The Last of Us when I was playing it while the show was going on. So I can kind of like have uh, a sense of like what's going on and like refresh my memory and everything. I forgot for a minute what I was gonna say. Now the important thing, are you caught up on Yellow Jackets? Yes, I am caught up on Yellow Jackets. We binge watched the first 4 episodes this past weekend. So I'm all caught up. And oh my gosh, is it good this season? Not that it wasn't good last season, because of course it was great last season, but I could see why it was automatically renewed for a season 3 before season 2 even came out. Hey Cody, it's nice to see you this week. We need to talk about Yellow Jacket spoiler zone. We can talk about it. I guess like we just, if we're ever gonna like end up talking about anything, I guess we just need to tell everybody, like, just in case spoiler or something. I don't ever really know. I still haven't figured out how I wanted to do that, and it's almost been like freaking 3. Well, it's been only like 2.5 years since I've been reacting, I think, or has it been 3? I think it's only been 2.5. But I still can't figure out how, because I would love to talk about stuff while it's going on, but I know like if some people haven't caught up, then I don't know. I haven't played games for a while either. About 5 minutes. I just got my PS4 in the mail yesterday, so I've just been binge playing Detroit Become Human. I have not played since then, and like I have no. I just if I could give my past self like advice, because I know I kept saying how some people I know who got pregnant, they were like, oh, I have so much time on my hands because like while they were on maternity leave, that they didn't know what to do with themselves. And then other people that I knew that got pregnant, they were all like, yeah, I don't have time for anything. That's me. I don't have time for anything, I feel like. So, which is why I didn't have time to record. I thought I was going to, but I didn't. Like, it probably would have been right on the dot or something. And I'm like, I don't want to do that to myself. Because I don't want to have to rush. I don't want to, because if that would have been the case, then I would have been thinking about the entire episode, thinking about, like, am I going to make it in time and stressing out about it, and I don't want to do that. Because I want to, like, focus on the episode. Hey, Destiny. I just finished the game a few minutes ago. Oh, did you? Which one? Oh, your Detroit Become Human? Finally got the expansions to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, trying to play up to them. Are you talking about the expansions, like the paid ones? I haven't done the paid ones. I've done like the other expansions whenever they did like the updates or whatever. I know with that one, I loved to play. I liked what they did when they did like the new game feature for Odyssey, where you could like play the game and then restart the game, but have all of your stats and skills and everything like the same, and then but just play the game like all over again, the storyline. I like that they did that because I've done that a couple of times. I have a new Instagram account for just GTA purposes. Do you really? What do you put on those? Or on that? I had to tell my mom I don't like the the older man filter look on him. Cracks me up. Okay, so Yellow Jackets. Shauna and Jackie, no hetero explanation. Okay, so you wanna know what I thought? I thought, and we could still get it. I don't know. I thought she was gonna end up doing things to Jackie's dead body, without going into detail. I thought she was gonna do things to Jackie's body, other than what she had already done. Like, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Like, whatever. I think it was like after the first episode or something, and I'm like, I could see this going in just in like one direction. I think if they didn't do what they did to her body, I think Shauna would have gotten to that point. If she hadn't already and we just didn't see it. You're deadlifting what I'm putting down? Mm-hmm. I was wondering if I was gonna be the only one that thought that. Cause I was like, I was picking up on vibes. Check it out for yourself, or it might just come up as Halo. Okay, I will. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna write it down so that I don't forget, because I know I'm gonna forget. Were you not picking up on the vibes between them before? Oh no, I was. Season 1, I thought, like, instantly, season 1, episode 1, instantly thought that they both had a crush on each other. And then when nothing ended up happening in the first season, I was like, well, like, I'm just like, I really thought that they, like, had a crush on each other or something. So no, I picked it up. And that's why I thought the show was gonna, like, end up having Shauna do, like, I thought it was gonna be a part, like, it was gonna be written into season 2, because it makes sense, all of the strong vibes that we had in season 1, if they were to take it into that route in this season. So I didn't get a date last week. Oh, I'm sorry. I remember about that too. Well, she's dumb. she missing out? Was it just last week, or do you mean like? Do you think like it's not gonna end up happening? I saw somebody say that Shauna could admit she was queer if she wasn't queer for Jackie, and Jackie could admit she loved Shauna if it didn't make her gay. I don't know. It's too confusing. Way too confusing. What's your favorite storyline for a game? My favorite storyline for a game is probably The Last of Us. I mean, Assassin's Creed is up there, but like, I'm trying to think. What other games have I played? I don't know. I really like. I don't know. I would just have to say The Last of Us had the best storyline, but I played a lot of different games that I like their storylines, but I just think The Last of Us beat it out. It wasn't her fault. She had a class she had to go to, so she didn't have time. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, you still in there then. You still got a chance. You just gotta figure it out, I guess. The timing and everything. Hello, congrats on your 900 videos on your channel. Did I hit 900 videos? That's a lot of freaking videos. Thank you. I didn't even know I hit 900. Sometimes I don't like to look at those numbers because it's so big. I don't even remember. The last time I looked at it, I think I saw it was like 300 and something. So, but that was a while back. What will you be reacting to now that you finish Shadow and Bone? So I'm still doing Buffy. So I'll still do that. That'll just end up being every day up until that Queen Charlotte spinoff comes out. Well, it's a Bridgerton spinoff called Queen Charlotte. I'm going to do that. And then, I mean, I'll just continue doing Buffy, and then I'm waiting on other shows to have release dates, unless, like, there ends up being another big show that, like, everyone wants me to react to or something. But so far, I'm just, like, I'm waiting on, like, all of these release dates. I have, like, a list of shows that I'm just, like, waiting on release dates for at this point. I think Creed is more entertaining, but The Last of Us has a better story. I mean, so like Assassin's Creed they all have really good storylines, but like I don't just play Assassin's Creed for the storyline. Like there's so much more to Assassin's Creed than just that. So, like yeah. So, like my favorite video game is Assassin's Creed, but if I were to say which one has a better storyline, I'm going to say The Last of Us, but yeah, and then there's, like, other games that, like, each one is something different. Like, and I also love to play Mortal Kombat. I've played, like, all of the Mortal Kombats ever, and, but, like, those, I mean, technically they have a storyline, but it's not, the point of the game isn't really the storyline, so. Yeah, fighting the time is going to be hell. I get that, trust me, especially now. Nowadays. Ah, yes, I'm excited for that. The Queen Charlotte show. It looks really good. Are you going to ever get back to watching Pretty Little Liars? Not the new one. I didn't like it. I got so bored with it. I didn't like it. I don't know. That's just me. So, I'm not even gonna watch it in my regular, not reacting times. But that's just me. I could see if like other people were entertained by it. It's just not. It ended up not really being a show I like was into. I like the original Pretty Little Liars. Have you ever played Horizon Zero Dawn? Mm-mm. What about watching you? I stopped watching it. I watched half of the last season. Not the season that just came out, but the season before that. What was that, 3? Was that season 3? I don't remember. Like, Anna and I only watched half of the last season. And we both were like, eh. Have you ever played Gears of War? No, I haven't. I think I think that the thing with the show You is it just felt like it was the same thing over and over and over again to me. Like he would just it was the same thing. Like he would get obsessed with one girl and then be all about that one girl and then another girl would come in and then he'd get so obsessed with that girl and then like, do whatever he was going to do with that girl. And then another girl would come in and then it was like it was the same thing over and over and over again. So I think we just both got bored with it. She was just watching for Victoria, but is it Pedretti? Is that how you say it? Maybe. Women always falling for the creeps. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because they like the attention or the dedication or whatever. I don't know. Pedge ready. Pedge ready. Okay. Got it. I thought Poncho would be up in here now that I have my door open. Guess not. I think he's like right outside the door too. Poncho. Man, he just don't give two shits about me anymore. Especially after like Zion, like was bored. He barely likes. I swear he barely likes Anna anymore. He's just all about his poncho or his poncho. He's all about his Zion. Have you ever seen Dynasty? Yes, I watched quite a bit of Dynasty. I just forgot where I left off and forget like I'm like at least a good season, maybe 2 seasons behind on Dynasty. I really liked it. Actually, the both of us did. We both really liked it. Um, but I forgot where I left off. And I know it wasn't like we didn't even finish like a one of the like the full season or whatever of whatever we were watching. So it's not like it would be easy to just say, oh, we could just pick up on this season, but Laura Lee coming back for Lottie, that's love. I was like, oh, I was like, maybe Laura Lee had a little something, something for Lottie. Yeah, I did see that a little bit, but I was like, it's not, I could still kind of see that as being like a friendship or sisterly kind of bond, but Do you like murder documentaries? I do. I do. I don't watch that many of them anymore, but I used to a lot. Although I just don't really watch a lot of anything anymore. The storylines in Detroit are very ranging. Like in a good way or a bad way? I watched the original Dynasty. Not that I'm old. I should watch the original Dynasty. I think I would like it. Elizabeth Gillies is phenomenal. Oh, yeah. I love Elizabeth Gillies. That's like why I got into the show in the first... Well, why we both got into the show, honestly, in the first place. But then, yeah, like I said, I just forgot where we were at. What music do you listen to? It's a real good range. I think majority of what I listen to is like hard rock, 90s stuff. But I also like to... I will also listen to like Disney songs and I say it's for Zion, but it's not just for him. And then what else? I don't know. Cher's my favorite singer. Cranberries is my favorite band. So like there's a range. How are you feeling about Drusilla now? I mean, she's still annoying. She's not nearly as annoying as she was. But she's still annoying. I think the actress is awesome, though. The actress is great at playing Drusilla. So I hope people know that I'm not hating on the actress. I'm hating on the character. Really, I'm not even hating on the character. She just annoys me. You tempted to watch any of Priscilla... Okay. I know who she is, but I don't know how to say her last name. Other web series. I didn't know she was in any other web series. God, I can't talk. Oh, you listen to Queen? Queen's great too. Very much in a good way. There's a point where you can kill all the main characters very early in the game. What would be the point in that? I'll bet she likes grunge. I like a lot of music. The only music that I don't really like is like today's music or new country music. I like old country music. But it's mostly cinematic choice based on game. Oh, and that's for that Detroit one. Hey, Ohio. Do you have a favorite show of all time? It's hard to say. If I did, I always kind of come back. Well, Rizzoli and Isles. It's so funny because Rizzoli and Isles is not like any show that I watch, but Rizzoli and Isles, hands down, my favorite show of all time. But there are other shows that are more so like what I watch, like my style and everything. Wentworth is a great one. I recommend Wentworth to like everyone. And even some great shows like I can't recommend to everyone because like everyone has a different style of show that they like to watch, or like if I feel like it wouldn't be their thing, then I wouldn't recommend it, but I recommend Wentworth to everyone. Try Class of '07. Think Yellow Jackets but comedic. 10 half-hour episodes. Was that you who told me that last time too, or was that somebody else? I like Pink. Pink is great too. I used super glue earlier and now I have like super glue droplets on this thing. Yeah, she did Magenta and Contro. Both on YouTube. Magenta is better of the two. What are they about? The show I always come back to and continuously rewatch is Wentworth. Yeah, I've Rizzoli and Isles. I've rewatched Rizzoli and Isles from episode 1 to the end, like no joke, at least 15 times. And like I probably watch Rizzoli and Isles all the way through, probably like 2 times a year. Can never go wrong with Rizzoli and Isles. I know. Yes, please watch Wentworth, guys, so we can finally talk about it. Yeah. I know. I originally watched it, like, I don't even know how many years ago, when it was still airing, but it was, like, halfway through the series or something. And I think it was, one of my mom's friends recommended it to my mom, and my mom was like, I don't know if I want to watch it, but we're bored, so do you want to sit here and watch it? And I was like, sure. And then we both got hooked onto it, like, hooked onto it? I feel like it's hooked into it. But anyway, so, and then we binge watched, my mom and I binge watched the first, like, it was the first, like, 3 seasons, and then the 4th one was airing, or we were watching it as it was airing. And, yeah, because I remember the 4th season. I was so mad. The amount of people I force to watch at least the first 6 seasons of Wentworth is ridiculous. All of this season, they're all great, but yeah, I can understand why you would drop off at the 6th. I actually think I don't think my mom finished it. I think she stopped at the 6th season as well. And it's not that the other seasons, because I think there's 8 seasons. It's not like the last 2 are bad or anything, but I think they're just like a little slow. That and it was like originally an Australian show, and so it took a while for it to hit our Netflix. And then by that time, I think you just like, sometimes, because like if shows take a while to like come back or get renewed or whatever, you like forget about them. Friends is my favorite show. Always makes me laugh. Most might say it's overrated, but it's my comfort TV show. I can understand why people like it. I don't like it. I've tried to watch it a couple of times. And I'll probably try to watch it again. Like, usually, especially when something, like when a show or movie is like super big, then I'll try to rewatch it. Like, if I can't ever get into it, then I'll like try to watch it. Like, and then within the next couple of years to see if I can like eventually like pick up on it, to see if like my taste changes or anything, but I can't with Friends, at least not yet. I think somebody else told you about Class of '07, but I agreed with them. Gotcha. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. I finished Wentworth a couple weeks ago. Oh, did you really? It's great. I didn't know, because when we watched it and then it ended, I didn't realize that they had spin-offs in other countries. Australian TV is just another world. The acting is always so phenomenal. It is really good. The 2 actresses who play Frankie and Bea, my mom was telling me, it was a couple months ago, and she told me that they were playing a couple in another show, and I was like, I can't watch it. Can't do it. I was like, because that's Frankie and Bea. They can't be a couple. That's weird. Nope, can't do it. Hello, Cassidy and baby Zion. I'll be sure to tell him you said hello. He's not here, unfortunately. He's at his grandparents'. I was finally able to let him go. It's still really hard. Fourth season is my favorite until the ending. Yeah, for sure. Fourth season is amazing, except for the last episode. I mean, even the last episode was amazing up until the ending of the last episode. Same, I was shocked. I was shocked and pissed and like I swear I went through like all the stages of grief. They should have never gotten rid of Frankie. She was the best thing about the whole show. Fridges was my everything. Or Frigid. Yeah. Frigid was great. Yeah, they were not in. Was it just the last season or was it season 7 and 8? I can't remember. I know, right? I still get sad thinking about it. Yeah, Wentworth, and then what's the other one? The 100. Both sad. Allie became my favorite after season 4. I don't know if Allie ever really became my favorite. Because I think Allie just ended up pissing me off after season 4. I'm trying to think. Frankie, well, B was my favorite. And then Frankie, at first I think you don't like Frankie because you're like trying to root for B. So then you don't like Frankie, but then you end up loving Frankie. And then, who's another great character? I'm trying to think who else would be a favorite. I mean, Boomer. Boomer's great. Boomer's great. Allie was my favorite during season 4. Afterwards, not so much. Yeah. Season 4 Allie was great, but any other Allie was not great. Did you know that the actress Nicole De Silva, who plays Frankie, originally asked to be killed in the fire because she didn't like the direction they wanted her character to go, but thank God they ignored her. For real. I could see that happening, though. I could see her, like, just so happening to die in that fire, but I'm glad that she didn't get killed off. I think Ferguson is my favorite villain. Ferguson is such a great villain. Such a great villain. And she has like character development in good ways and in bad ways. God, and she's like, man, I mean, she's just like, I don't want to say crazy. She's got a lot of mental health issues, but I mean, she's a psychopath for sure. But she's great. She's a great villain. They gave her a different ending and a happy one. I know. Yeah, for Frankie. I'm happy about that one. My heart broke when I watched the scene with Liz and Boomer. Which one? Oh, the big one. I mean, Liz had a lot of, like, good, I mean, big and good scenes, but I know what you're talking about. For a minute, I was like, what? But yeah. I started to like Frankie after she came back to visit B. I liked. I'm trying to think of when I started liking Frankie. I think that was season 4 as well. Yeah, that's when she came back for B. I'm trying to think before that. It might have been season 3 when I started liking Frankie. I think that's when it was. So, like, Villanelle. I would not compare Villanelle and the Freak in the same category. They're completely different. They're both, well, yeah, they're both psychopaths. I was going to say that maybe Villanelle was a sociopath, but no, she's a psychopath. But, um, well, although with Villanelle, most psychopaths don't have the like development that Villanelle went through. Anyway, that's like a whole other thing. But you can't really even compare Villanelle to the Freak. I just feel like they're too complete. Because Villanelle at some point didn't end up becoming a villain anymore. Did you know the actress who plays Ferguson is Russian and that's why she's so tall? I didn't know she was Russian. It was funny though watching her like with oh, what's her name? Her name in real life is like Kate or Katie or something. But what is Mother Trucker? What's her name? I can figure out Vera. I was like it starts with a V. Vera. Her and Vera, the height differences were hilarious because in real life, um, Vera is super short and Ferguson is super tall, so it's really funny watching like the height differences between those two. Frankie was hard to like sometimes. Yeah, especially in the beginning. It was so funny. I remember when we had our friend watch Wentworth. We got her into it, and when we first watched Wentworth, she hated Frankie, and we were like, because I think when we were talking to her about it, and um, I think we were talking about who was good looking in the show, and we're like, well, a lot of them are good looking, but we were like, B's good looking, and we were like, Frankie. We both said, Anna and I were both like, yeah, Frankie's good looking too. Um, she's different. Like she looks different than the other characters or whatever. Like they all have their own thing going on. But we were like, she's good looking. And then so when our friend watched it, she's like, she's not good looking. And then I don't know what happened, but it like her freaking light or her what's it called? Her light switch got flipped or some whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So she flipped a switch. That's what it is. She flipped a switch, and like just one episode, I don't know, I don't remember when it was, but she all of a sudden like had the hugest crush on Frankie. And then like now she like follows the actress like on other things, and she'll tell us about what the actress is doing now. And it's hilarious. But she was so against Frankie in the beginning, and she was like, I don't like her, blah, blah, blah. I don't like her personality, I don't like the way she looks or anything. And then just one day it completely switched for her. I tease her about it all the time because I was like, so you remember when you didn't like Frankie and you thought she was not attractive? So like Carson and Greta, why, how, but the height difference, who does what? Well, I don't really think that a height difference like makes a difference in the bedroom necessarily. I mean, depending on some stuff is going to be a little bit different, but you can still do a lot of other things too. Hey Travis. But I think it's probably, is that the way for, I don't know, is that the same for heterosexual couples? Like, is a height difference really like a big thing? I mean, there's a lot of people I know that are like, they're in a heterosexual relationship and they're like, there's a crazy height difference. So I just imagine It's probably about the same. You just do some stuff, and then other stuff is just maybe difficult or something. I don't know. It was a joke from what Jess said about Carson and Greta. Oh, that's right. She did say the height difference thing, didn't she? I don't know. I was thinking literally. It was funny how B came into the prison not looking for trouble and everyone was threatened by her. I know! But B doesn't. B gives like zero fucks. And so the very first time that she. It's. And so the thing with B is not always, but once she finally stood up for herself is whenever she started getting, like the others were starting to be threatened by her. So like in season 1, it was like Jax. Because Jax was top dog at the time and she was like pushing, well, she was pushing everybody around, but she kept pushing B, and then I remember the scene where she pushed B too far when B was like making the tea for her, and then B was like, "Nope, I'm not making this tea for you anymore." And then Jax asked her, she's like, "What are you in for?" And then she was like, because she was like, "Are you just like," I can't remember what she said, like, what were you like, shoplifting or like something? And she goes, she like listed off a bunch of things, and she was like, attempted murder. And so I remember like that whole scene. It was one of the best scenes in that show. I liked B because she was timid and didn't want any problems, but you could tell she had a badass deep within. Yeah, and it's great because I mean a lot of stuff that she did, it was because of like her daughter. I meant Lupe. Oh, that's right. She stood up to Jackson the first episode and everyone was like, "Oh." Was it the first episode? I knew it was the first season because it was to Jax. But I couldn't remember what episode it was. I think it was the first episode. Pin to the neck, that was badass. Well, and like the thing is you don't. The thing about B is like you don't think that she's gonna do something, and then you're shocked when she does it. So please make your own tea. I can't remember if it was the first or second. It was probably the first. I don't remember. I remember the first episode, like when we first saw Frankie. I remember that. That one's hard to forget. But yeah, I can't remember when that scene was. And that tea better be sweet iced tea. You know it wasn't sweet iced tea. You know it was some like dark brown whatever. My favorite part was the walkout covered in blood and everyone staring in shock. Yeah, it was great. That show was so amazing. I've watched that one over and over too. I've watched a lot of shows over and over. That one, Dexter, of course, Rosalie Niles, but that's, yeah, I already said that. Orphan Black. Did you like Boomer? I loved Boomer. How do you not like Boomer? Still hoping for a second season of Willow. I'm so confused on whether that's like actually canceled or not. because they came out saying it was canceled, but then the creators were like, no, it's not actually canceled. It's like in talks of something else or something. I don't remember what they said. It's on hiatus. Yeah, I don't know who came out and said it was canceled. You know what I mean? Because it, like, all of a sudden, and like, it was big networks that were coming out and saying it was canceled. So I'm not sure. I do like Boomer. It was just a question. No, I wasn't asking, like, if you disliked her or whatever. I was just saying in general, like, how do you not like Boomer? Because Boomer is just one of those characters that everyone has to love. Because if you don't, like, and she does some, Boomer does some shitty things, and it makes you mad sometimes, like some of the stuff that she does. But overall, you love Boomer. There was a writer's strike coming up, and Disney saw the writing on the wall. Oh, gotcha. I didn't like that Maxine disappeared without a mention. I know, me too. Because I loved Maxine. Maxine was only in for season 3 until, like, season 5, and I don't even think it was a full. I don't think Maxine was in for a full season 5. Hey there, Cass. Have you read or seen yet that You has been renewed for a 5th and final season? Yeah, I did. I saw that. I haven't watched all of season 4. No, I'm just sorry. I haven't watched any of season 4. I only watched half of season 3. Boomer is a child. Boomer is adorable. Yeah, like, exactly. She's like a child. How do you get mad at a child? Or I guess you could be mad at a child, but, like, how do you not? But you still love them. Like, Boomer is one of those. Well, I was gonna say people. I guess it's not really a. She's not a person. She's a character. But, like, if she was real, if this was like a real person, not just a character, like, she's one of those people that you would do just about anything for. Cause her loyalty is like, there's nothing that compares to her loyalty. Poncho. He just does not give a shit anymore. I think he's right there. Poncho! I am not loved. Okay. Well. Appreciate that. I understand why Nissa doesn't come in here, because Nissa's Nissa. I'm trying to think if there's any other shows that I've watched multiple times. Probably. But Orphan Black is a great one. I can't wait for that spinoff to come out. I need to look and see when that one's going to come out. I'm trying to think. What other, like, great characters are in Wentworth? It's funny with, like, Ferguson, like, how everything ended with her. Because I think that people, like, you hate Ferguson. I don't even think that you like her in the beginning. like before you even know all the stuff that she's done or was planning on doing. And then the ending, like, that's why that character is such a great, like, not just villain, but a great character in general. Because it makes you change your mind about the character. Like, even just a little bit. It didn't have to be, like, a lot. But, like, after all Ferguson had done, especially in season 4. But, like, the ending of that character. Oh, God. Just Ferguson in the entire last season was. And it was hard for, like, you to believe that, like, like, all the changes that she was going through, if they were legit or if she was, like, doing her typical thing. The Walking Dead, Prison Break, Game of Thrones, The Vampire Diaries, and more. What, that you've watched multiple times? Well, I haven't seen The Walking Dead or Prison Break. The Vampire Diaries, I have watched multiple times. I think I've only watched The Vampire Diaries twice. I think I've tried to watch it, like, a couple of months ago or something. But a lot of the Vampire Diaries, I just, like, can't get through. Because I think after you watch it the one time, then you're just like, this part, like, I already know, and it's kind of annoying. I like Ferguson because of how much of a villain she is. She is, like, the creme de la creme of villains. She is the villain of all villains. I don't honestly know if there's, like, a bigger villain than Ferguson. Not just in that show, but, like, out of all the villains and everything that I've watched. I mean, she's definitely up there, for sure. She's up there as, like, one of the best villains. You like Wentworth. Did you like Orange is the New Black? Yes and no. That's another one where it was like it kind of went downhill after the first couple of seasons. But you can't compare. Not saying that you were doing this, but, like, I know, like, a bunch of people were trying to be like, because I would tell them about Wentworth, and they were like, "Oh, is that like Orange is the New Black?" And I'm like, "No, it's nothing like Orange is the New Black." Hold on, I got more. I got more of baby photos. Aw, he was actually awake for them. My dad took a picture of his feet. He's got cute baby feet though. Aww. Him with his auntie. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Sorry. I had to look at my photos of my boy. Probably didn't last long though, him being awake. Okay. You never seen Prison Break. You need to watch it. I heard it was really good. And I'm sure it's something that I would like. I just haven't watched it yet. I don't know, I'm biased. My favorite will always be Frankie because she's just so fine. Frankie's great. Ginny and Georgia was really good too. I need season 3 right now. Yeah, we haven't even gotten a renewal for season 3 either. Have we? I don't think we have, not unless I just didn't see it. They made a big deal out of season 2 coming out, so I just kind of figured that they would make a big deal out of season 3. Nope, it hasn't been confirmed yet. They think there's going to be a 3rd season, but obviously there's like no confirmation or anything on that yet. My number 1 villain is Scar from The Lion King. I mean, I get that. You ever watch Oz? I consider it the male version of Wentworth. My parents watched it. Oh, God, like how many years ago? I remember them watching it, and I never did end up watching it. I would like walk in and they'd be watching it or something, but I never watched it. Orange is the New Black is PG compared to Wentworth. Well, so, I don't know. There's some stuff in Orange in Orange is the New Black, but so I wouldn't necessarily say it's PG, but it's just nothing compared to Wentworth. Like Wentworth is more drama based, and Orange is the New Black I would say is more like a comedic based show. They have similarities, obviously, but like they're just the style and genre of show are completely different. Hopes for the Ty Van reunion. Do you want them together or Ty with Simone? My thing is I don't know why Ty and Van broke up. That's what I want to know. I want to know that first, and then I'd be able to tell you. Because I liked Simone. So far, knowing what we're knowing, I would say I do like Ty and Van. And I don't think anything too bad had happened. Granted, like how we left off the 4th episode, without giving away spoilers, but with like how we left off the 4th episode, like there's still feelings there for sure. So as long as it didn't end badly, I would say Ty and Van. But I do like Simone. I like Simone, but I feel like everything that Ty and Simone went through this season, not just like last season, but this season, I feel like that marriage is done. It's done. So, add Prison Break to your list. Okay. Georgia is just such an icon. She can never do wrong in my eyes. Anything she does, I justify it. She could torture a kind old woman and I'd be like, well, must have been justified. It's fine. I know. I think I said the same thing when I was reacting to one of the episodes, and I was like, she could probably do just about anything, and I'm still, yeah, she can't do any wrong. My favorite part in Orange is the New Black is when someone called Piper Taylor Swift. You know how long it's been since I've watched Orange. I watched Orange is the New Black when it was airing. From season 1 until the last one. I hated the last season though too. The last season was just terrible. Like the best Orange is the New Black seasons were like the first ones. Zion has colic too, so that's been fun dealing with that. Let me just tell you. My mother always said I was going to end up with a child with colic because I had colic as a baby. And so now I'm like, thanks, mother. Thanks. But my dad texted said he had a lot of gas. I was like, yep, that's my boy. I think they could have finished with season 6 for Orange is the New Black. I don't even. How many seasons did we end up having? I don't even remember because it's been that long. Have you ever seen Z Nation? Mm-mm. Do you think Yellow Jackets is going to be magical, or are they going to make it realistic in the end? I think they're going to go the realistic route. I could see it being like a more like how you were saying, like a more mystical whatever. I could see them doing that, but I think that they're probably going to go with a more realistic route. I don't know, cuz I I don't know. I want to say realistic, but that's kind of hard to say, cause especially like with Ty's whole situation. I don't know now that I'm thinking about it. Especially and like how we ended things off at season 1. I would think that it would be more of a realistic route, but the more and more I think about it, the more I'm like, I'm not actually quite sure. Is Yellow Jackets good? What's it about? It's really good. It's really, really good. But it's about this female high school girls soccer team is going to nationals. They have to fly somewhere, but they get in a plane crash and end up in the wilderness and have to survive. And that's what it's about. And they flip timelines. I was trying to think of what I was going to say. They flip timelines, so they go back and forth between, like, because the plane crash was in 1996. No. When was it? 94? Hold on. 96. Pretty sure. Plane crashes in the mid 90s. And then it flips to present day. So they go back and forth. Where can I watch? It's on Showtime. Is Yellow Jackets a Western? No, that's Yellowstone. Close. So, like another version of the Wilds. That's another one where it's like you're comparing Orange is the New Black to Wentworth. So no, it's not like the Wilds. It is like there's some similarities there, but it's not. It's like the Wilds but on crack. It's just a super intense version of the Wilds. It's kind of hard to compare. 93, no, 96. I thought it was 96. I'm trying to think cuz the plane crash was 25 years ago. But they said, hold on, I'm trying to think. Cuz they were there for like a year and a half is what they said. So really it was like the plane crash itself happened 26 and a half years ago. So it had to have been 96 or something. I guess not. It's 96, 1 year after I graduated. Yeah, I figured because 93 would make it like 30 years ago. What's your favorite TV show? Rizzoli and Isles, but Wentworth is up there too. Oh my gosh, it's on Now TV. What is Now TV? Are you talking about Are you talking about Yellow Jackets? Or are you talking about You're not talking about Wentworth. I think you're talking about Yellow Jackets, right? UK version of Showtime. Oh, I was gonna say I don't remember hearing anything about that one. We have so many streaming services now. Wait a minute, she's not eating a chocolate orange. This isn't Cass. I have like my chocolate. The chocolate orange is right here. I'm not eating it. No, I'm eating a Milk Dud. But I swear, every time I like look around, there's like a different streaming service. Netflix can get lost. Did you see that Netflix is finally retiring their DVD service or whatever? I saw that yesterday, and I was like, I didn't even know they were still doing the DVD thing. The streamers are starting to consolidate. There's just so many now that we're getting to the point where it's going to just be cheaper to go back to cable again. My front teeth are about to break. I love Milk Duds so much, but they are hard on your teeth. You should watch Show Me Love. It's a Thai series like Gap. I think it has the same actress in it too, doesn't it? The actress who plays, I can't remember what her name was in Gap. She plays like the competition or something. I heard Show Me Love was good. I had it on my list as like maybe doing it, but then no one was talking about it, or at least like telling me to do it. And so I was like, oh, well, maybe I just like won't do it, but I don't know. Still crying every night because of Warrior Nun. I'm surprised that Netflix hasn't turned around and said, okay, we'll bring it back, or another streaming service hasn't picked it up. Cheaper to watch on the high seas. Vigil, Saran Jones, and Rose Leslie is now on Peacock. I don't have Peacock. I don't even have Peacock. Netflix is really bad. Don't I know it? Netflix is just where all of my shows that I react to at this point, like, are from. But did you ever watch Scream the series? Mm-mm. What's that on? What streaming service is that one on? Heidi, yeah, she's in it, and all of the streaming services are brought by cable channels anyway. I know. Favorite character in Buffy? Um, hmm. Probably. Shit, I don't know. There's a couple that I like. And I like them all for different reasons. I'm trying to pick a favorite. I really like. I really like Spike as a villain. It would. I think honestly, my favorite character would have to be either Willow or Xander. And I don't know out of those two who I would choose. I'm trying to figure out if something happened to one of them, which one would I be more upset about? And I don't know. I really like Cordelia too because she's like really bitchy. I love Cordelia. I love Spike because he's a good villain. Giles because he's so like just I mean he's Giles, you know. But out of everyone it probably would have to be Willow or Xander. Just another way to make money. But Show Me Love, yeah, it's good. And the shit, I can't remember. Is GL is that is it Gay Love or is it um or Girl Love? I can't remember. But the GL couple is amazing in real life. She'll say Oz as my favorite character. At least not right now. Ew, I hear foxes going at it. Ew. I don't even know what that would sound like. I picture it in my head what it would sound like. What don't you like about Drew from Buffy? She's just annoying. Season 2 should be enough. Season 2 of what? Hashtag I don't even know how to say that. Is the GL ship a ship with caution, especially with Thai people? And GL is girl. Okay. See, I think what I always think, I think in my head it's gay love, but then I'm like, no, because I've been told it was girl love. So. It sounds like them dying. Where are you at to be able to hear foxes doing it? Yeah, it's true. You have to finish season 2. Okay. I'll finish season 2 and then I'll let you know. But as of right now, my favorite character is either Willow or Xander. The thing with Willow is I feel so bad for her all the time. And Xander, it's just like, I love him because he's like the guy best friend that like is silly and goofy and like whatever, but you like root for him, you know? I can't see them, only hear them. I live in the wild, apparently. No, he's saying you have to get into season 3. There's a character coming who is great. Oh. Gotcha. You're gonna give me like these like this big expectation or whatever. Or high expectations, that's what I meant to say. I thought it was gay love also. But one of my Thai friends told me GL is girl love and no is boy love in Thailand. Or NO? Is it NO or no? I've heard cows doing it. It's not a pretty sight. What the? I saw 2 flies getting busy on a trash can. I mean, that's the place to do it for them, I guess. Great expectations. You know what I mean. I meant high expectations. You too, I swear. Watching flies doing it, or what is it? What does the fox say? What's that song? BL. Oh. That makes sense. I was like, no. That's my ringtone? What, a fox is doing it? Why would you record that? Now who's the perv? Not to be rude, but how old are you? I mean, I just turned shit. How old am I? I just turned 28. I think. What year is it? Yeah, 28. So how many ways to say doing it? Do you know? No. There's probably so many different ways to say it. Oh my gosh, no, the song What Does a Fox Say is my ringtone. Foxes doing it must be sad. What? 29. I'm not 29. Getting busy. There's a bunch of different ways to say it. I bet Ohio recorded the flies, though. Horses doing it. Yuck. Why are we talking about animals and insects doing it? What? I thought you were 29. No. I'm 28. I have no fly sex on my phone. On your phone? Did you record it a different way? Did you have a camera or something? Do it like they do it on the Discovery Channel? Ew. Do they even show that still on the Discovery Channel? I don't watch that, so, like, I wouldn't know, but I know that they used to. I don't know if they still do it. I went to the zoo last year and the tigers did it up on the glass. Oh, God, that's so gross. I mean, my thing is like, how do people explain that stuff to their kids? She doesn't even recognize the lyric, I say, as my bones crumble into dust. What? Apparently not. They knew we was watching. They probably liked having company. I watched a cow doing it and it made me say, what? Why are we still talking about this? This chat is hilarious tonight. Yeah. This is the first stream that I've had since by myself since before Z. And this is what we're talking about. Tiger burning bright as they do it on the glass wall. Yeah, I didn't know that was a part of a song. Warning, we do not condone the watching of animal foreplay. I don't even know. I think my brain, like, anytime I just, like, if something like that happens, I just don't watch it. I don't even remember, like, if I've seen, I'm sure I have, if I've seen anything like that, but this is the first stream you've had that we talk about animal sex. Can we just not talk about animal sex anymore, please? It's weird. I think I started with the Fox sex. Yeah, Cody, because you start everything. Well, I'm back. Yeah, where were you last week, speaking of? Rude? Of course it's your fault, Cody. Cody starts everything. I got hit by a car? Did you really? Oh, you're joking. I was gonna say, well then that's a valid reason. Blame Cody. We always blame Cody up in here. I forgot about. Oh, rude. Don't hate. Oh, I'm gonna be hating. Rude. I finally figured out what I'm doing. I've got the material for the wall. I got the material for the wall. Gonna end up having some changes being done. It's not like originally what I thought I was gonna end up doing, but it's gonna end up being better. But hopefully I can get it done by, I'm hoping next week. Because I have the material for it. We spent freaking 2 hours in Lowe's yesterday trying to get the material for it. And then, what else? Oh, there's a couple of pieces that I had to order, so I'm waiting on that. I'll just go back to the parking lot then. Is that where you were at last week? You were in the parking lot? The Seattle Grace parking lot of no return. My Nan did run me over with her mobility scooter, though. I guess in a way, it's like getting hit by a car, right? she came out of nowhere. I was gonna say those things like can't be going that fast. Would she like come around a corner or something? How do you not see that coming? She was definitely aiming for me. Even if she was aiming for you, wouldn't you see it coming? Where is everyone from? Well, I mean, currently I live in Florida, but I'm not from Florida. Hit and run. Oh, I need to turn off his feeding alarm. My back was turned? Okay. I guess that's okay. Did she just like bump into you? Or was it like she run over your foot? Or backs against the wall? Backs against the wall. What are you talking about? Yeah, my foot will never be the same again. I'm trying to figure out why is like nothing. It's funny because there's like so many things that's been renewed, but like nothing has release dates or anything yet. So watch all of these shows come out like at the same time, and that's just gonna freaking be a pain in the ass. She forgets to change the speed settings sometimes and just races it everywhere. I mean, what's the point of being a mobility scooter if you can't like race around with it? Never lets me have a go though. Does she have like a basket in the front that you can like just sit in? And then she could just like drive you around? I feel like a lot of those mobility scooters have like baskets. That's rude of her to not let you have a go, though. It's not like she needs it. Because I'm not a 3-year-old? So? What does that have to do with anything? Does she race other mobility scooters? Does she put, like, what is it, nitrous in her mobility scooter? Just flips a hidden switch in her seat somewhere? I wouldn't fit in that. You don't have to fit in it. Just just sit on top of the basket. Is that how she like hit you? Did she just hit you so fast because she used her nitrous? No, but I might put some in. Could you imagine if like she hit her like accidentally, like if she didn't know she had nitrous in her mobility scooter and then she just like flies down like she'll be in the grocery store or something and like just like flies down the aisle. Add rims. Yeah, you gotta add those spinning rims too. It's gotta be those spinning ones. Oh, and then you gotta get it to like bounce. Like to go along with like music or whatever. And what's that song where they're like, they see me rolling, they hating, and then like where she's like bouncing and has like the spinning wheels and everything with the nitrous. Me and Ohio have taken over this shot, pretty much. She nearly came off a boat once. It was hilarious. Oh my god. I mean, she could have died, Cody. And you just laughing. What kind of boat was it? I'm thinking a lot of the boats that I've seen are not big enough to be rolling a mobile scooter up on. I would have helped, but I was too busy laughing. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. What if she would have fallen in? She if she would have fallen out, she would have fallen off in the water, right? Why, Cassie? What? What do you mean why? Like it would be cool if she was like in the she'd be like the coolest like older lady ever. Like being in her mobility scooter and going down the street in her like mobility scooter. She'd be so cool. It was a tour boat. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Her scooter was on a boat. Cody is crazy. I don't swim very well, so I would have just stared at her. Just wow. I if I ever fall into well, I know how to swim. I was gonna say if I ever fall into water, I don't want Cody coming after me. Jeez, she's gonna laugh. That reminds me. I tried to surf. What was it like? 2 years ago or something with some friend. That shit is hard. Well, when you're what's it called when you're surfing on the back of a boat? Is that wake surfing? I don't know, but that shit's hard. I think there was one time I finally figured it out, but then I only got up on the board one time, and then once I did, I was like, shit, what do I do? And then I just purposely fell off because I was like, shit, I don't know what to do. Are you alright down there, Nan? She'd probably be drowning, and you would just be, like, standing over there, just laughing at her. Should have put the life jackets around the wheels, at least to save the scooter. I'm just picturing this older lady on a scooter falling off of a boat, and then, like, the scooter puffing up into this, like, one of the inflatable boats or something, and then she fell over the other day, and I was debating whether to put my food down and help her back up. Oh my god. Cody, do you have some sort of vendetta against this woman? Or are you just terrible in, like, an emergency situation? That's so wrong. What's wrong? Are you talking about where I said, like, the life raft thing where it, like, implodes into, or are you making fun of Cody for not helping from, she won't put her food down? No, I just like my food. Help, she's fallen and she can't get up. Yeah, and Cody's just gonna be standing there laughing at her. Cody needs help. I think at this point we all kind of need help. Just maybe a different kind of help. Pray for Cody. I missed 1 week and this is what you get when I come back. Well, then how about don't miss a week? I don't even remember what we were talking about last week. Well, shit, I don't hardly remember anything that happened like a few minutes ago. But I remember we had Zion on there, but I can't remember what we were talking about. Probably something to do with him. Pray for Cody's grandmother. I'm seeing her tomorrow. I'll let you know if anything funny happens. Yeah, for sure. Let us know. I could see Cody purposefully trying to make something happen. And then Cody coming back and be like, you'll never guess what happened. Cody's gonna be like, so she accidentally ran over this rock that just so happened to be in her path, and then she fell over. And I just stood there and laughed at her. And in actuality, Cody's like over there, like, and she threw the rock in front of the mobile scooter. Or mobility scooter, whatever. I do need help. All of us need help. Don't give her ideas. She probably has that idea already. If not something far more dangerous. If anything with a rock happens, that's on you. Whatever. You'll never guess what happened to me today. I can't. She's making me a cup of tea tomorrow, and she might put something in it. I have to be on my best behavior. Or you just do the stuff after she gives you the tea, after you drink the tea. I don't know why I'm telling you to do these things anyway. Don't do it, but I'm just saying I could see you doing that. I'm not giving her ideas. Cass wants me to do something giving me ideas. No. I'm just saying I could see you doing that. Spill the tea. That's what you kids say, right? You know what I realized? What was it? Crap. Yesterday. Because I always question whether I'm a millennial or like Gen Z. And I think yesterday I found out that I wasn't what I thought I was. Hold on. I know that because we were talking about Zion as Generation Alpha. And I was like, man, that's such a cool freaking generation name. Oh, yeah. Well, this site, I think a bunch of different sites give like different years or whatever. But on this one, it says millennials is not me, that I'm Generation Z. Like I'm like at the cutoff between millennials and Generation Z. And then Zion is Generation Alpha. I thought I was a millennial. But I apparently am like I crossed over into Generation Z. But like different sites say different things. So some sites say I am a millennial and then other sites say I'm Generation Z. So I don't know. No kids here. No. I mean, not that I'm aware of. Cassie wants to hurt a granny. No, I don't. It's not me who does these things to her. She does them herself. Then I just laugh. You have to be a millennial? I mean, that's what I thought. I think you get to pick. I get to pick what generation I am. That name sounds so wrong. Which one? Generation X here. I was born in 1979. Yeah, we found that out yesterday. Because, like I said, because we were talking about... I don't even know how we got on this subject. I don't remember if we were... Because we were doing stuff with Zion, and I was like... I can't remember if we were talking about him first, and then that's how we got onto the subject, or, like, what we were talking about. But, yeah. According to this site, I'm a Generation Z person. But this one says, like, a millennial is anyone between 1980 and 1995. So if that's the case, then I am a millennial. But I don't know. I don't know which, like, site to go off of. Generation X is after the 60s, I think. I was born 1999. Yeah, you're Generation Z then. Mine, see, I'm 95, so... I'm at that weird cutoff. I don't know. I'll probably never end up knowing. For sure. I'm curious. I have this light, and I was fixing this light. And I want to know... I want to know if it's going to work. Oh, I don't think it's going to be long enough. To go right there, at least. This thing's freaking huge. My cord down there, I think all the outlets are taken. What time is it for everybody? It's 9 p.m. here. Okay. Hold on. Ow. Oh, it's not even gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. Oh, hold on. I just popped a whole bunch. Is it not? Does it need batteries? I don't know. I'll worry about it later. I think it's every 30 years. I don't know. I am an elder millennial. Call yourself a millennial and yell at everybody younger than yourself. Okay, Zoomer. It's 2 a.m. here in the UK. Man, that's gonna... hopefully I can fix it. Ohio, you're 83. You're 83 years old. Ow, that hurts my fingers. I'm 23. Well, 1983. That's what, like, what is it? I was going to say commas, but it's an apostrophe. That's what apostrophes are for. When you look around and you're the oldest person in the room. I can't fix it. That's going to drive me nuts. Maybe it needs batteries. It might need batteries. I don't know. Shit. At least 3 are some people. At least, I think it's supposed to say, at least there are some people on here the same age as me. What are you trying to do? I was fixing this light, but it doesn't want to turn on. But I don't know if it needs batteries. I don't think it. I don't think it does, but I hope it does, or at least I hope I can fix it. But I might not be able to fix it. I don't know. I'll take a look at it more later. Can't you look if it needs batteries? Well, I did, but there's a screw that I can't get easily off with my fingers. So might need batteries where this one screw is at. But if it doesn't, then it's not going to work. I hope it does. We'll see. We'll see if I can be able to fix it. Does it plug in? Yes, it plugs in. If there's a leak in the glass tube, the neon gas will escape. This will cause the sign to lose its glow. Oh, I don't know. I don't know nothing. Back away from the light. Yeah, I'm not an electrician. Was rainbow, by the way? I'm going to end up doing something else with it. I was talking to Anna about it. About what else we could do with it. So I'm still going to have it. Just gotta figure out what I'm doing with it now. If it plugs in, I don't think it needs batteries. I don't know. Some things do. Like there's something that I use on a daily basis that has to be plugged in and has batteries in it. Well, I guess technically it could be like it's meant so that it could also be like wireless, so that's probably why. Gonna get electrocuted. Nah, it's not like that. I'm gonna put it on your wall. Well, I mean, yeah, it's gonna go on the wall, but I'm trying to figure out what to do with it, like the thing in general. Not to be nosy, but are you a lesbian? Yes. I am. But yeah, like fix the glass or at least most of the glass in it. But now I need to figure out, since it doesn't turn on, what I'm going to end up doing with it. Most of us in here are lesbians. So how are things in Florida? Bad. Have you seen the news? Gay. Glass was broken? Yeah, it was that one from last week. And I fixed one part of it. And I was talking to Anna about like what we could do with it. And so I have something in mind that I'm going to do. So we'll see. What's going on in Florida? A lot of hate against, well, a lot of people, actually. Gay people, other races, women, I mean, pretty much we're getting hate all the way around. Hello, good afternoon. What am I missing? If I tell you what you missed in this stream, it would probably be bad. I've seen Disney outmaneuvering DeSantis. Yeah, and he's not happy about it. Yeah, he's not happy about it. He's trying to get around doing whatever they're doing. But yeah, just a lot of bad things been going on. We're looking at relocating. In all seriousness. Okay, money plays. He's trying, but Disney is a huge point for Florida. Yeah, I don't. As the governor, wouldn't you think that you would like want Disney to be a big thing of why people come to Florida? I feel like majority of why people come to Florida is because of Disney. If you didn't have Disney, I mean, you have Universal. But and there's other things to do in Florida. But majority, like a lot of those things that you can do in Florida other than go to Disney or Universal, you could do anywhere else. Like beaches. Okay, well, Florida isn't the only place that has beaches. Miami has a bunch of freaking clubs. Well, okay, but Florida's not the only one that has clubs. You know, like There's Disneyland in California, but if you've been to Disneyland and Disney World, big, massive difference. So, I don't know. I don't know why he's trying to. It's kind of dumb, but whatever. It's the 21st century. People need to grow up. I agree. Would you move where you have been or a new state? Probably a new state. If we were to go somewhere where I've lived before, then we would go to Arizona because that's where we were thinking of going instead of Florida. But there's other reasons why I don't want to go. There's other reasons why I don't want to live in Arizona. So it's going to be somewhere new. There's Gatorland next to Kissimmee. I didn't even know that was a thing. And I'm not from Florida, but I've lived here for 3.5 years and also, like, traveled here a bunch as a kid. But my point is like, nothing is gonna, like, trump Disney World. For Florida. Florida's warm. Yeah, but so is California. So is Arizona. So is Nevada. So is... What other places are warm over there? I mean, there's like Georgia is warm usually, depending on where in Georgia. UK has some pretty cool rain. Business wise, on a money tax aspect, guy is, whoa, is Florida Disney bad? Like, it hasn't supplemented the money they have. Like, what? I don't know. Cali Disney doesn't need Cali State for the money. Yeah, but Disneyland isn't as big of a tourist destination. Not like Disney World is. It's Kissimmee. Whatever. I'm just... Listen, if you come in here, I'm just going to end up pronouncing shit wrong. I try to pronounce things the way that they're supposed to be pronounced. I just... You're right, though. I think it is Kissimmee. Agreed, yeah. Come live in the UK, Cass. I'll show you all the rain puddles. Disneyland has nothing on rain puddles. I don't know if we're gonna, like, move out of the country. We've talked about maybe eventually moving out of the country, but that would be way too complicated. And I mean, I don't think I probably could with my job. I think I have to stay in the country with my job. So yeah. But there's a lot of other places that we can go in the country. Sorry, I meant federal support. They do get tax breaks. Yeah, in Florida doesn't have state tax. I'm hearing something. Is something on? I feel like something's on in the house. Maybe I'm just hearing things. Have you visited New York? I haven't been anywhere up north. I've been to a lot of other places in the country, but I haven't been anywhere up north. I've been to the Midwest. I've been to the West. I've been to the South. I've been to... I think, actually, other than Florida, I don't think I've been anywhere on the East Coast other than Florida. Hold on. Let me look. Oh no, I take that back. I have been to Virginia. But other than Virginia and Florida, and I guess technically Georgia, some parts of Georgia, I've been to the east. So I've been literally everywhere in the US except for up north. Or I guess I should say the northeast. The farthest I've been up northeast is, I mean, Ohio isn't technically northeast. But I've been to Indiana, Ohio. And that's as far up like that direction that I've been. Oh, Busch Gardens used to love going there. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do in Florida. I think that I do think Disney's like the one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing in Florida to do. I thought I could hear something. I thought I was hearing something, but I don't think I hear it now. Maybe it was like maybe a neighbor is playing something really loud or something. I haven't been further south than New York. How about a few Freenbeck scenes? Haha, no pressure. Massachusetts is gay-friendly state. Yeah, Anna really likes it over there in Mass. I've never been, and I really, really want to go to Boston. We'll see. I know that whenever we want to travel up there, like soon-ish, at some point this year, probably we're going to wait until Zion has had all his vaccines, but once that happens, then we'll plan a trip to go up north. What do you think the world is going to be like in 5 years? Probably shit, to be honest. I try not to stress about it, though, because I already stress about literally everything else. Been to more on East Coast than the Central. I had an ant crawling on my skin earlier. Now I keep feeling them all over. Oh, I hate that feeling. I volunteer in Ipswich, which is close to Boston. Yeah, I want to go to Boston. I'm back. Been settling up my test stream for class. What'd I miss? I don't know. At this point. So much. I can't think about 5 years. I'm stressing about tomorrow. That too. Yeah. I stress about literally everything, so I try not to stress about my thing is I try not to stress about things I can't control. Because I already stress about everything else. If I stress about things that I can't control, I would go crazy. So I just try, for the most part, to go with the flow. You know, I try not to be like closed-minded or ignorant and thinking like, you know, things aren't going to change or things are going to change and like, you know, so just try to go with the flow and everything, so. Hey, MM, I am doing good. How about you? Late tonight, sis has booked flights home. Oh, that's right. Wasn't she like moving or something? Like I could die next week, get hit by a bus or something. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I just try not to stress about things I can't control. Seems we're going to Portugal in June. Fun. Still limping. What are you limping from? Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. I remember. I'm sure you'll heal up pretty soon, though. What do you think of a possible World War III? Again, I try not to think about it. No, she's coming home to Ireland. Oh, that's right. Her daughter is moving to Florida. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm going to Belfast in June. Where is that at? I asked it's mid-May. Oh, gotcha. Alrighty, guys. I am probably going to end this stream right here because my baby boy is coming home soon. And I need to get a couple of things done before he comes home. But yes. Buffy reactions until either something else comes out or that Queen Charlotte comes out at the beginning of May. I think that's pretty much it, like schedule wise. But yeah, like I said, the next Buffy episode is gonna come out Friday because I didn't have time to record today. But anyway, yeah. Thank you guys too. It's always fun streaming. So, you know. Anyway though, I hope you guys have a good night, good rest of your week. But anyway, yeah. Thanks. Bye.